Good morning and welcome back to, I'd say, possibly the nicest morning I've ever woken up to in East Cork. It's 8 o'clock, it's 20 degrees, not a puff of wind, absolute heaven. There's cattle over there, they're so content, they're not even getting up, they're there somewhere. There's one of them. I hope they're there now. There's much grass in this paddock. What's there, the quality is good and the dry matter is very high. We're going to give them a shift now today because they're going into new seeds. I want to get them just 7 acres of new grass seeds. I want to get them grazed off because there's talks that of the weather breaking next week. So we'll get them grazed off now in the good weather. And yeah, get on with baling all the straw now today, and there's loads of cattle to be fed the grass and things, so all systems go for another busy day at Dower House Farms. Oh, it's absolute heaven. It's literally like being on holidays. Put in the comments actually below where you're watching from. I know that we have a couple of Americans and a few Canadians, a few Australians, a few English, so look at these boys. Comment where you're watching from, I'd love to know. And what temperature it was where you are this morning at 8 o'clock. Oh, it's heaven. I could just sit here now all day. If someone gave me a cup of coffee here now and those cranky bulls weren't here, I'd sit down and just like, look at that. Look at that for a view. Shut up, lads. Them tillage farms there, that's the hill farm. Hold on now. Sorry. That's the hill farm up there, that yellow field. What are they? First group of calves fed. These are getting dosed now on Monday. So, they're in good old order. Little bit up and down, they're fine. It's one of the fields I baled yesterday. Didn't bale the headlands. They turned them there last night. I'll bale them now today. It is roasting. And it's 20 past 8. Oh, I love this. Get these grass seeds grazed today now, hopefully. As long as the wire put up there. Can you see it? So.
Founder of Air Arran and former chair.
Feet are filled up for these lads. I've a well opened up there now. It's sort of, without having changed the settings on it, they just stopped eating. I don't know why, but I've it opened up now and they're eating far less. Is it as they grow you need to open it up a bit because their tongues get bigger? Someone said the opposite to me. They said as they grow they get stronger, so you close it down. But geez, I maybe so. I don't know. They have much interest. All in their new grass seeds, tucking in. I'm refreshing. If there's one place you don't want to be on a day it's 25 degrees outside, is up in an attic trying to fix a water tank. Oh my god, I never knew we had our own sauna. I'm relieved from my baling duties now. Big Jim is after taking over. There literally isn't a cloud in the sky. This weather is starting to get the better of us. Fong was fencing down in the bridge farm and he nearly died of the heat. James took over for me baling. I only bailed for like half an hour and James took over then. And he's after getting bit by the heat. The straw is too hot. It won't keep turning in the baler. It's just plain and simple too hot. The straw is too fit. So we'll have to try bale away there tonight. And we're going to move cattle now. So what was going to be one person moving cattle, now there's about 4 of us to move it because we can't do anything else. So we're up in the hill farm. There's 85 bulls and we're bringing down 54 of them to silage ground down the bridge farm because hey, look, it's going to stem anyway. It'll have to be taken. If we got a load of rain now, the grass is stressed and there's probably a cover, maybe 1800 on it, but it's stressed now and it's starting to shoot out, so it'll have to come off before being stopped for silage channel. So now maybe not the red clover fields, we'll see about them, but the other fields definitely. So we're going to get them grazed and save me hawk and feed around the country for some couple of days on it. But yeah, there's always something. I'm loving the weather anyway, by the way. I love the sunshine. Got my aviator shades and away we go. Tell you a cool story about these shades. They just arrived in the post one day. Pat Collins. My name and address, the whole lot. We've absolutely no idea in the wide earthly world where they came from. And like, it's not like I bought anything online like a couple of days beforehand or anything. They just arrived in the post one day. They're nice, aren't they? They came in a Ray-Ban box and they look like Ray-Bans, but I actually don't think they are Ray-Bans, but they're grand. Ideal. I'm going to weigh the tractor and trailer now in the local dairy goal there, and I'll weigh a load or 2, maybe even 3 loads. We'll have to make 3 loads, so 3, like 30, 10, 7, yeah. So it'll be like 3 18s, 3 17s. 2 18s and a 17, so geez, there'll be 3 sort of full loads. So I'll weigh as many loads as I can just to get an idea what weight they are. I reckon now these are the joint lightest group of bulls. Hold on, are they? No, sorry, they're not actually. No, these are a good group of bulls. So I reckon they are I'd love to say 480, but I know they're not. I'd say 465, maybe. That would be great. 465, out for another 14 days, coming in 480. Ideal. Let's weigh them and see. Here come the big boys. He's some beast, that lad. Jeez, he's over 465, anyway. Hopefully they all are. Well, now, into bed, as Uncle Mike says. Jeez, there's serious cattle in them now, to be fair. Here comes the Cork supporter. Up, Cork! So, 2 loads weighed. They're closing now, so I won't get the 3rd load weighed. But the 1st load was 460 and the 2nd load was 476. So if you have an average between the 2 of them is 468. I said 465. Some judge, lads, some judge. But yeah, I'm happy with that now. Look, I prefer to be a little bit heavier. And I don't know, look, I bet you if you weigh the next load now, they'll be 468. So I'm happy with that. If we could keep out for another 3 weeks, give him another 20 kilos, 468, 488, and then put 150 kilos on him, 488, 588, 638, that's call it 640 kilos, and then kill 52%, 50 would be 640, 320, and then 2%, 1% would be 6.3, so 2% would be 12.6. So you're talking what was the weight again? I'm lost. Yeah, 320 or something like that. Yeah, I'm lost now. I started looking at it there, going lorry, and I lost my concentration. So what was the weight? It was, so they're going to come in 480 plus 150 is 630. So that's 630, 50% would be 315, and then 2% is 330 or 630. So 6.3 by 2 is 12.6, and 12.6. So you're talking 327, something like that. 330 dead weight. I'll be over the moon with. That would be up about 50 kilos on last year, so I'll be happy with that. I'd love to plough the water under the bridge before that happens, and that's a fairly empty weight now, because the paddock they were in, they should have been taken out of that this morning. There was feck all in it, so I wouldn't say they're good fillers that much, you know. Look, you can probably take off a little bit, but yeah, anyway, that's what they are. This is the last lot. Come on, boys, I didn't weigh these now because, come on you clowns, I must go bale and straw. I must go on the night shift. The co-op was closed, so come on! Now, cattle done, and I'm just heading off on the night shift. Fuck's sake, to go bale and straw. Bale away until maybe, I don't know, 10 o'clock or something, 10 or 11 o'clock. Hopefully we'll get, maybe there's 55 acres up there. If I get half a bale tonight and bale half in the morning, maybe just as the dew is lifting. So yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed today's video. Delighted with them cattle. I'd say actually the third load could have been heavier, but look, I don't know. Maybe I'm just looking at it through rose tinted glasses. But yeah, they're nice cattle, and hopefully they should do well, and if the price holds up, they should do themselves reasonably well. So thanks a million for watching. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. Big push on for 3,000 subscribers by the 15th of August. We're on track at the moment, and thanks a million to everyone who supports me every day watching the videos. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you again tomorrow for more Dare House Farms. Good luck.